Okay. All right, what's up, guys? Okay, hold on. One sec. Okay, so UFC Vegas 55, Holm versus Ketlen Vieira. It's going to be an exciting card, in my opinion. A lot of people are saying this card's going to suck, and we haven't had any good cards in a long time, actually. Um, there's been a run of bad cards actually by the UFC. It's been kind of embarrassing the way they've been putting out content, but at the same time, can you blame them? It's they put out fights week by week by week, 15 fights on every single card. So it's hard for them to put, in my opinion, it's hard to put on a good card every single week. And they don't have to put on a card every week. They could easily just, do it once a month like they do with every other organization. One FC once a month. Bellator, for the most part, I think it's once a month. But then again, no one watches Bellator. Everyone watches UFC, even if you don't like the card. So I'm gonna give my predictions for UFC Vegas 55, Holm versus Ketlen Vieira. Uh, my predictions, the betting odds, and who I have as favorites, even if they're the underdog, and who I think is going to win. So, starting off, we have Elise Reed versus Sam Hughes. I think Elise Reed is easily going to win this. It's a women's strawweight fight. Um, it's not very fun to watch the the women who aren't elite. It's not very fun to watch. It's probably going to be mostly a grappling affair, but I think Elise Reed's going to win. I think she's going to do it fairly easily. Sam Hughes does not have a good record, and Sam Hughes, from what I've seen, is not very good. But Elise Reed, she at least has promise. She at least has promise. She's a prospect, and you love to see prospects coming up. So I think Elise Reed wins this fight fairly easily by unanimous decision. Moving on, we have Chase Hooper versus Felipe Claris. This is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a great fight. I see Chase Hooper is going to go out there. He's not going to strike with Felipe. Um, he's going to go to the ground. He's going to pull a guard. He's going to do the usual Chase Hooper thing where it's like the Ben Askren. He's like a younger Ben Askren. Is how I see Chase Hooper, and unless he can prove me otherwise, um, that's all I'm ever gonna see of Chase Hooper. He's Ben Askren 2.0, except skinnier, longer. But there there's a time, a couple times in the UFC, or maybe one time. Maybe one time I think he's lost once in the UFC. But it was pretty apparent that he did not have the skills to be in the UFC. I think he's lost twice, maybe. But he still just might be too young, not experienced enough. I'm not sure if he's going to get the job done. Felipe Colares is coming off a loss. He's coming off a couple of canceled bouts, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to keep up with Chase. But then again, Chase never looks very good, so it's going to be hard to say whether or not Chase Hooper gets the victory. Chase Hooper's a great up-and-comer. Felipe Colares has been there, done that. Felipe Colares has had a couple bad losses also, like bad losses. So I'm not sure who to pick here, but just for my heart, I want Chase to win just because I think he's a great prospect. He's very tall, he's very lean, he's very long for that division. And I just see Chase Hooper getting the victory over Felipe Colares fairly easily. I think it's going to be a grappling affair, and I think Chase is going to make it a grappling affair. Felipe is going to try and keep it on the feet, but I don't think Felipe has enough in the tank, enough in the arms to really put Chase Hooper out. I think he can maybe knock Chase Hooper down, but I don't think he's going to put Chase Hooper down out. I don't see Felipe Colares having the power to put really anyone out, let alone Chase Hooper, and that's saying a lot. Because Chase Hooper looks like a stick bug, you know. He's not that great yet. I think he's going to be good. He's going to grow into his body. He's going to grow into his skill. His talent he has a. It's just up to the sky's the limit for this kid. Like I really do believe that. And I think Chase Hooper is going to come out with the win. I think he's going to get nicked, on the eyes a few times, but I do think that he's going to come out with a win. I'm going Chase Hooper hype train. Yeah, hype train for sure. And he is a hype train, but I want him to win. I want him to win. And then we have Jonathan Martinez versus Vince Morales, a bantamweight fight, and you gotta love the bantamweights. I see Jonathan Martinez getting this one done not fairly easily. I think this is going to be a closely contested bout. I think it's going to go the distance. I don't see either of these guys knocking each other out. I see Jonathan Martinez coming out with the victory. It's going to be a hard fight for both of those guys. I mean, I don't know about the cardio of either of them, but I do see Jonathan Martinez coming out with the dub. And I think it's like a what? I think it's a pick'em. I think it's what minus 115 on both sides. So you don't really gain anything by betting on anyone, but I do think that Jonathan Martinez wins. And then it's Omar Morales versus Uros Medic. I got Uros Medic winning that one. That's a lightweight fight. Yeah, that's got Uros Medic winning fairly. I keep saying fairly easily, but yeah, Uros Medic. I just think he wins. I just think he wins. Not much to say about it. I don't really know either of the guys too well, but I do have Uros Medic. I know Uros Medic just a little bit, so I just see him winning. Omar Morales, I've seen him come up from what is it? What's it called? I can't remember like the league that's under the UFC. I can't remember what it's called, but he came from there. But I see Medic win. Anyways, moving on. Almeida versus Parker Porter. This is a very, very hard fight to call. Parker Porter sucks as a heavyweight. He's a terrible heavyweight. He's an awful heavyweight. Parker Porter is shit, and I don't know how he hasn't gotten kicked out of the UFC yet. But he's going up against Jelton Almeida. Jelton Almeida is going up 50 pounds to fight a heavyweight. That makes no fucking sense. I don't know how they got him to fight this fight. I have no idea how they got him to fight this fight. They were like, "Hey, Almeida, you want to go up 50 pounds out of your weight class and fight Parker Porter?" It makes no sense. I don't know how this fight got made. It does not make any sense. This fight makes no sense. If you look at the face-off between these guys, Almeida is lean, he's tall, but he does not have the weight. Parker Porter, the only thing that Parker Porter has to do is take him down. That's all he has to do, and he just has to sit on him and do enough on top to where the ref cannot say, "Hey, get up, guys, you're not doing enough." All Parker Porter has to do is take him down, impose his will on him, and win the fight by unanimous decision. Because I don't see Parker Porter knocking him out at all. It's going to be a close one though, because I think if Almeida gets any shot on the feet, Almeida wins. I think Almeida wins the fight on the feet. But if it goes to the ground, it's all Parker. It's all Porter. All Parker Porter. Because you can't, I mean, what are you going to do when like a big fat guy sits on you? You can't do much. You can't do much. It's hard to do anything. It's like the old UFC days when they used to not have weight divisions, and you know, the big fat guy would just sit on the little guy and just wait for them to gas out and tap. But I see Almeida being smart enough to keep distance, jab his way out, keep his way out, and circle around Parker Porter, make Parker Porter keep his distance. I just don't see. I don't think there's any way Parker Porter knocks him out. I just see Almeida circling and circling and circling and circling around Parker Porter until Parker Porter just gets tired, and then Almeida has to make a move. But I think he's going to keep his jab going and going and going and going and going and going. I just don't see. I don't see Parker Porter taking him down. Parker Porter's not. He's not a takedown artist. He's never been known to take anyone down. The last couple times I've seen Parker Porter fight, he's gotten his ass whipped. He's got knocked out. And I think that's going to show. And I think Parker Porter is going to be a little bit scared also on the feet because a guy like Almeida, who is not a natural heavyweight at all, I think Almeida is just going to keep the jab going, circle around, going to the right, because Parker Porter, he's got a mean right hand. But if Almeida can keep circling to the right, he's gonna stay out of range of that right hand, and eventually I think he's gonna tire him out and win the fight. That's what I think. I'm not sure if that's actually gonna happen, but I do see that happening. Let's see, what do we got next? Joseph Holmes versus Alan Amedovski. This is a middleweight fight, 185. I have Joseph Holmes, and I'm not sure what the betting odds are on this fight, but I just see Holmes winning. Well, shit. I think this is gonna be a close one. Amedovski is one of those Muslims you just don't want to fuck around with. He's like one of those Russian Muslims, dude. You just don't want to mess with him. This is a hard one. I didn't think too much about this one. I didn't even see this was on the card. Yeah, I changed my mind. Amedovski, I think he wins by takedowns, holding him on the ground. They have very good top control. Those Russians, they have great top control. So I just see Amedovski. Yeah, I changed my mind. Not Holmes. Joseph Holmes, he's gonna lose. Amedovski for the win. Bet on Amedovski. Bet on Amedovski. I'm telling you, bet on him. He's going to win. Had to burp. Sorry. I'm sorry. Eric Anders versus Park Jin Young is another middleweight bout. I see. I see. This one is so hard to call. They're just both not very good. I think Jin Young Park. Hold on. Let me think about it. I should have thought about it before the video, but I didn't. I didn't. Sorry, guys. I did do my research on this one. I'm gonna say Eric Anders wins this one, and that's a reach. Um, I don't know what the betting odds are. I have no idea, but I do think Eric Anders gets the job done. Do I? Do I think he does? Yeah, Eric Anders. Eric Anders. I don't know. Yeah, Eric Anders. Eric Anders. Eric Anders. Lock it in. And then, okay, next fight, Polyana Viana versus Tabitha Ricci. This is going to be a very, very hard fight, and I think whoever wins this fight is going to be ranked in the strawweight division, number 15, number 14, something like that. Um, but I do think the winner of this fight gets ranked. Um, it's hard to say who's going to win this one. I have Polyana Viana, and I'm going to say that because she was working out with Colby Covington a few months ago, and Colby Covington is very good. He has great wrestling, great top control, great bottom control actually. Um, he's great on both sides. He wrestles his way out of everything. He's always on your back. Um, I just see Polyana Viana winning this one. But Tabitha Ricci, she's very good. She came from LFA. But I just see Polyana Viana winning. I know she's a big Naruto fan. She's got like a big old tattoo right here of Pain from Naruto. Um, I don't know why I'm mentioning that, but I thought that was cool. In her way in, I don't think she's had that for a long time. I don't know. That's the first time I saw it. But uh, I think Polyana Viana. Polyana Viana, lock it in. I'm telling you, lock it the fuck in. Polyana Viana wins. Next fight, Chidi and Jokwani versus Desko Todorovic. I think Chidi wins. His last win was against Marcus Andre Barrialt, and he annihilated that guy. He destroyed him. Chidi Jokwani is a great kickboxer, an amazing kickboxer. Desko Todorovic isn't very good at a lot of stuff. He's just not very good standing up. He's not very good on the ground. But it won't matter because if the fight is not going to go to the ground, it's going to stay on top. They're going to be fighting. Chidi Jekwani, he's going to wait to square up. Desko Todorovic his shoulders are going to be square to Chidi, and Chidi's just going to bop bop. I just see Chidi easily winning this fight. Desko Todorovic, he just isn't very good. I've seen him get knocked out very easily from people I thought he was going to beat, and it pissed me off. So I'm going to go with Chidi. Also, Chidi is very good. He made his UFC debut just what was that? 6 months ago, I think. Um, so I see Chidi just knocking him out because he knocked Marcus Andre Barrialt, who's better than Deska Todorovic. Um, he knocked him the fuck out. He knocked him out. I mean, out cold in 13 seconds. And I'm not saying he punched him at the very first second. I'm saying he punched him at like the 7-second mark. He just did a 1-2, a jab, a hard jab, and then an overhand right. Followed, he jabbed a very hard jab followed by an overhand right, and it just clocked him, knocked him the fuck out. I don't see Chidi losing that one. And if he does, come and roast me because that would be very bad on me if I picked Desko to lose and he just goes out there and starches Chidi. I just don't see that happening. I just see Chidi Jokwani easily beating Desko Todorovic. I just don't think Desko I don't think Todorovic has any heart. I don't think he has. He's just not very good. I just don't see Dusko winning. Um, we go into the co-main event: Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Michel Pereira. I have. I hope to God Santiago Ponzinibbio wins this fight. I think he's going to, and I hope to Jesus that he does. Jesus, Buddha, whoever the fuck you believe in, I hope to God he wins this fight. He is a good prospect, and he doesn't gas out by flipping off the fucking cage, uh, and flipping onto his opponents, doing illegal fucking. Uh, I don't know if you guys have seen Michel Pereira fight. Pereira fight. Sorry, you would know that he does not have a very. How do you? What's it called? It's not his fighting style is very different from anyone else's. Uh, and by that I mean he gasses out very very fast because he'll jump off the cage, trying he'll jump off the cage trying to do like a spinning back fist. He'll jump off the cage. He'll like do like a flip off the cage. Um, he's just a crazy man. Michel Pereira puts on a good show, but is he the best fighter in the world? No. No, he's not. Santiago Ponzinibbio, I think, has a very, very good chance of getting in the rankings and actually getting to the top of the rankings. I do believe that. I know Santiago Ponzinibbio. I know Ponzinibbio got knocked out a few months ago by Li Jingliang. I know that. But that was what, almost a year ago? Um, I see Santiago Ponzinibbio going out there, using his footwork, using his distance, using his height, um, to go out there and beat the shit out of Michel Pereira. And I do see him getting a third round knockout just because Michel Pereira has no stamina. He has no stamina because he's gonna do a bunch of crazy shit that makes no sense. That I see Santiago Ponzinibbio getting the win. Lock that shit in. Ponzinibbio W, easy, not even close. Uh, okay, moving on. We have Holm versus Ketlen Vieira. This one, this one is a very easy pick for me. I have Holm winning unanimous decision. Uh, Ketlen Vieira, her last win was against Misha Tate, and Misha Tate sucks. She's terrible. She's so bad. Like Misha Tate looked like an idiot when they were fighting. She was fighting like this. She had her hand cocked, her right hand cocked to the back, and she was just kept expecting to land an overhand right, and it was just never going to work. It was never going to work. And she just ended up getting bloodied. She was a bloody mess at the end of that fight. But Ketlen Vieira never finished the job when she had so many opportunities to. And it almost made me angry because I wanted to see Misha Tate get knocked out. Not because I don't like Misha Tate, but because I wanted to see power out of the bantamweight division, and I wanted to see power out of Ketlen Vieira. But Ketlen Vieira has no power. I can't tell you the last time she knocked someone out. I literally could not tell you the last time. She wins a lot of unanimous decisions, but she never knocks anyone out. But you can say, oh well, Dakota. You can say the same thing about Holm. Okay, well, here's the argument for that. Holm beat Irene Aldana. Unanimous decision. Very easy decision. I mean, she beat her up every round. It was a 50-45 in my books. Holm. Um, Ketlen Vieira got knocked out by Irene Aldana. She got knocked the fuck out. I mean, she got knocked out cold by Irene Aldana. She got knocked. It was such a clean knock. I think it was a left hook that hit her right in the face, right on the jaw. Um, I see Holly Holm going out there, getting the job done. She has multiple, I mean 10 plus, um, 5-round fight experiences. Ketlen Vieira has one, I think, against Misha Tate, or was that a 3-round fight? I can't even remember. I see Misha Tate, or not Misha Tate. I see Ketlen Vieira getting her ass whooped. Uh, Holly Holm is going to go out there and put a kickboxing clinic on her. She's going to use her strikes to set up her kick. She's going to use 1-2-3 combos, leg kick, 1-2-3 combo, leg kick after leg kick after leg kick. And Ketlen Vieira is going to either have to go southpaw, or she's going to have to just take it. She's going to have to take it. But I don't see Caitlin. I see her getting a couple shots in, a couple good shots in, but I don't see Ketlen Vieira winning the fight at all whatsoever. I think this is a wash. I think Holly Holm wins fairly easily in my book. I don't know if she will. That's what I think. Um, I see Holly Holm, using, and also I think Holly Holm's going to use that body kick. She has a very good body kick, a very good kickboxing Muay Thai body kick. She's going to use that, and eventually she's going to keep using that body kick, keep using it, and then eventually she's going to go upstairs with that body kick her in the head. It's just going to throw off her uh can't think of the fucking word of it. Uh, but she's going to throw off her what's it called? I don't know. But I do see Holly Holm going out there and either getting the unanimous decision, which is what I think is going to happen. Uh, equilibrium, equilibrium. That's the word. Sorry, equilibrium. She's gonna throw off her equilibrium, and I think there's a very good chance that Holly Holm gets the finish because Holly Holm has not had a finish in a very long time. Uh, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you. I don't. I just see Holly Holm winning. I see Holly Holm throwing her off her game because I think Ketlen Vieira is going to go in there with a game plan. But I think she's going to get punched in the face, and just like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a game plan until they get punched in the face. So I think Ketlen Vieira is going to get knocked out, or um, will lose unanimously by decision. Um, that's really all I got. I think the preacher's daughter, Holly Holm, wins by unanimous decision. Every other pick I had down the line, I bet on them. Bet on them. I'm telling you, bet on them. Uh, you're going to make money if you parlay. If you parlay Holly Holm, Santiago, and Chidi, I think you win. You win. You win easy money. It's easy money. Chidi and Jekwani, Santiago Ponzinibbio, Holly Holm. Bet on those 3 fighters. I'm going to bet on them. They're going to win. I'm telling you. Santiago Ponzinibbio, Holly Holm, and Chidi and Jekwani. Those guys and girls easily win those fights, in my opinion. Easily. It's not even a contest. If you want, I'm telling you, please just do it because you're gonna lose money if you don't. Uh, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Um, anything else? No, I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. So I'm telling you, parlay those 3 fights: Holly Holm, Santiago, and Chidi. Easy money. It's easy money. It's just you can bet $10 on it, you make $50. Just put that money in your pocket. Come back comment on the video, say, "Thank you, Dakota. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much." And then go on about your day. Okay. Y'all have a great one.